Breaking news. Warships arrive. Tides shift in the South China Sea. South Korean warships dock in Manila. Philippines makes bold. Stand in South China Sea standoff. Read the scorching headline, flashing across TV screens and news feeds across Asia. The air crackled with anticipation as the harbor buzzed with the arrival of two sleek modern warships. Journalists jostled for position, cameras blinking, as crowds gathered to witness a moment that could change the region's balance of power. This was not just another military exercise or routine port call. The arrival of these advanced vessels marked a turning point. The Philippines, long perceived as outmatched in the contested South China Sea, was now sending a clear message. It was ready to defend its waters, its people, and its future. The mood was electric, tinged with hope, pride, and a hint of defiance. As the warships cut through Manila Bay, their hulls gleaming under the morning sun, they carried more than sailors and steel. They brought a renewed sense of confidence and a bold declaration to neighbors and rivals alike. The Philippines will not stand idly by. With this dramatic arrival, history was being written on the waves, a story of courage, resolve, and regional transformation. The journey to this moment began months before, behind closed doors and at crowded conference tables. Philippine and South Korean officials hammered out a defense deal that would bring state-of-the-art warships to Filipino shores. It was the largest naval contract in Philippine history, an agreement worth billions, but priceless in its impact. This was more than a transaction. It was a strategic leap forward, born from necessity and vision. For decades, the Philippine Navy had struggled with aging ships and limited firepower, often overshadowed by larger, better-equipped neighbors. Now, a new era was dawning. The New Deal sent ripples through the region. With South Korea's advanced shipbuilding and defense technology, the Philippines was signaling its determination to stand up for its maritime rights. Analysts and military experts saw the agreement as a game-changer. It was not just about ships, it was about alliances, the regional security environment and the future of the Indo-Pacific. This partnership would bring the two countries closer, offering both sides new opportunities for cooperation and mutual support in a turbulent world. The signing ceremony unfolded with all the gravity and symbolism befitting such a historic moment. Flags from both nations fluttered side by side. High-ranking officials, diplomats, and military leaders filled the hall, their faces serious but proud. Cameras flashed as hands met over the contract, ink sealing months of negotiation and years of friendship. The event was more than a formal agreement. It was a powerful message, broadcast live to millions watching at home and abroad. The speeches were clear. Sovereignty and security are not negotiable. The Philippines was taking its place among nations determined to defend the rule of law and the freedom of the seas. For many Filipinos, the ceremony stirred deep emotions. It was a reminder of past struggles but also of new possibilities. The sight of naval officers in crisp uniforms, standing shoulder to shoulder, captured the spirit of unity and resolve. The symbolism was unmistakable. This was a partnership based on shared values and a commitment to peace, not just power. The South China Sea has long been a flashpoint, a place where maps, history, and national pride collide. For years, the Philippines has faced pressure from larger neighbors, especially China, whose sweeping claims have caused tension and uncertainty. Filipino fishermen have been harassed, Coast Guard vessels shadowed, and reefs transformed into military outposts. These challenges are not just abstract issues for diplomats. They touch the daily lives of millions. The sea is a source of food, jobs, and identity. It is also a key trade route, with ships carrying goods worth trillions passing through its waters every year. Amid these challenges, the Philippine government has fought to defend its rights under international law. Diplomacy, legal victories, and alliances have been tested again and again. But the reality on the water has often been daunting. This is why the arrival of South Korean-built warships matters so much. They represent hope, a chance to level the playing field, deter threats, and protect the country's future. What really sets these new frigates apart is not just their sleek design. They are equipped with cutting-edge technology, radar that can track incoming missiles, sonar to detect submarines, and weapon systems that are, honestly, ready for any challenge. These ships can operate in all weather, launch helicopters, and even coordinate with allies in real time. Their firepower is, well, pretty impressive. Advanced missiles, rapid-fire guns, and anti-submarine torpedoes make them capable of defending not just the coast, but the nation's entire maritime territory. For the first time, the Philippine Navy can project power far beyond its shores. The technology on board represents a giant leap from the aging ships of the past. Navigation, surveillance, and communication systems are all state-of-the-art. Crews have been trained to use every tool, every weapon, to its full potential. These frigates are more than just machines. They're symbols of hope, ambition, and a commitment to defend what matters most. The impact of the new warships goes far beyond the military. Secure seas are honestly the backbone of the Philippine economy and daily life. Over 90% of the country's trade passes through these waters. Fishermen, really depend on the sea for their livelihoods. Any threat to maritime security puts food, jobs, and growth at risk. With the new frigates, the Philippines can better patrol its exclusive economic zone, protect fishermen from harassment, and respond quickly to emergencies. The ships also serve as a visible deterrent, sending a message to those who might challenge Philippine sovereignty. National security is not just about weapons and ships. It is about the freedom to live, work, and prosper without fear. Every Filipino benefits from a navy that can protect the nation's vast maritime interests. By investing in modern warships, the government is investing in the future, one where security and prosperity go hand in hand. The delivery of South Korean frigates is only one part of a broader transformation. The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, is undergoing an ambitious modernization program. New aircraft, radars, and coastal defenses are being acquired. Bases are being upgraded to support modern operations. The goal is simple: to build a military that can meet 21st century challenges. This modernization is not just about defense. It is linked to economic growth, regional stability, and national pride. A strong, capable military reassures investors and strengthens the country's voice in international forums. The AFP is also working closely with allies and partners, learning new tactics and technologies. Joint exercises with the United States, Japan, and Australia are now routine, preparing Filipino troops for every scenario. This path is challenging and costly, but it is essential. A modern military is the foundation of a secure and prosperous Philippines. The deal with South Korea goes beyond hardware. It includes vital training for Filipino sailors, technology transfer, and ongoing support. South Korean experts are working side by side with their Philippine counterparts, sharing knowledge on ship maintenance, combat operations, and new tactics. This partnership is a model for the future. By learning from one of Asia's leading naval powers, the Philippines is building skills and expertise that will last for generations. The technology transfer ensures that Filipino engineers and technicians can keep the ships running, adapt systems to local needs, and innovate for the future. Strong partnerships also mean stronger alliances. South Korea's support is a signal to other friends and allies. It widens the circle of cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, a region where security depends on trust, transparency, and shared values. These investments in people and knowledge are, honestly, just as important as the ships themselves. Modern warships bring new challenges. Advanced technology requires skilled personnel, regular maintenance, and sophisticated infrastructure. The cost of upkeep is high, and the learning curve is, well, pretty steep. The Navy must recruit, train, and retain experts in engineering, electronics, and cyber defense. Integrating new ships also means adapting strategies and doctrines. The AFP must learn to operate in complex, high-tech environments, often alongside allies with different systems and procedures. Logistics, communications, and supply lines need to be strengthened to keep the fleet ready for any mission. Despite these hurdles, the commitment is firm. The journey will not be easy, but the rewards are great. A navy that can protect the nation, support allies, and uphold peace. The arrival of South Korean warships is a milestone, a testament to national resolve. For every Filipino, it is a source of pride. It is a promise that the Philippines will defend its people, its territory, and its future, with courage, unity, and hope.